Hello! Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. I was probably gonna do Persona tonight, but by the time I got back on, or I got home, I was eating, and then I took my time eating. And now we're here. I am not gonna be, and since I thought about doing Persona, I was like, oh, maybe I should do Persona. And then I was like, well, I don't want to be on here for long. What? Get me out. Alright. But, I will be playing this for a bit, just give me one moment. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm not looking at chat either because I don't have my laptop this time. What was I doing? That's right. There we are. Alright. Alright. That should be good. Alright. Let's get into it, shall we? Continue. We are now on episode 3 of the Turnabout Samurai. Grah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Gee. See you in hell, evil something something. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's sword gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That rocks! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick! I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. Guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I gonna pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. He passes around a corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Bring. Hello? This is Phoenix. Nick! Maya? What? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy that's on that show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick! Please, Nick! October 16th, 9:22 a.m., Wright & Co. law offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior to Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain, also known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was a murder weapon and investigating further. This has to be a joke. No! It's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Bring. Yes? Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai! What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Well, what should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Huh. Interesting. We don't have any information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No! We just don't have enough information. Present. Alright. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still the thought that I have to read all of these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Alright, so at least everyone's doing fine here. Alright, now let's go to the detention center. October 16th, detention center visitor's room. Hello, Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this? But he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something's wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. No, I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Wah! Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Even I was just like, idiot. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened?
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast has come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set.
Damn.
They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain to me just what the steel samurai is? Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this?
No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is a lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Nuh-Uh, Tokyo, fighting the battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course. Sorry, I had a yawn. He never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Nuh-Uh, Tokyo. What comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was about to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Alright, well, let's move. Let's go to Global Studios. Wow! So this is where they make steel Wow, Maya, you can barely speak your words. I know, shut the fuck up, Nick. So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited?
Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta get through me.
Sorry. Well, we're, lawyers.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out.
Gawkers?
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. It's horrible what happens wasting time like this. Don't you have jobs you should be doing? Awards?
Wait, she's going a little too fast.
When I was young, my mind was strange around things. Hippies. After some days, my son calls in.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! Listen to what you're being spoken to. Youths these days.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days...
No, you were a star?
Only a little twinkle behind the stars here, I'm afraid, dear.
Wow.
This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was...
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on your silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that, reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you'll have to pass by me. Only one person went there between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one I walked by. He was the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
Humph. I thought you were only suspicious looking. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. Maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Alright, well... I guess we gotta go back to the detention center. Ah, sorry.
Hello? How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I get.
I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me.
What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio.
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe.
Oh, now I'm sounding like the old lady.
She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
Gosh, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Or is this request added to the court record? I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, let's go back. Alright. Talk. Oh, present. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request was given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick?
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
Hey,
not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
The guide map is recorded. Well, gots to move. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
Ah, it's that confused detective.
Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So?
Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Goof. Damn.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, all right.
Talk.
So how's your investigation going, detective?
Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions?
Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Woo! Autopsy report. 230 pierced through the chest by a spear.
Okay. Reason for it. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over at Studio 1. Now, the victim entered the Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other than the victim of the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went into the studio between 1 o'clock and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. And if you think I'm lying, ask security at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up.
About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? What kind of evidence?
Well, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai headed towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, the one I'm looking at right now. Yeah, whenever someone walks up by that camera, automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. You don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Alright, shit.
Studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right, Studio 1, left, Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took down that tree with it, too.
Huh, okay. Hey, there's a camera here.
That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on that camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number.
Bench, I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but
Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Alright, well. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, what a perfect timing, with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? What's that supposed to mean, pal? Interesting, okay. Oh, wait, the arch. No clues here. What did I just highlight then? I thought I just highlighted something. Weird, okay. Weird. Okay. Move.
Okay, how do I get there? Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of here is that gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder took happen right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Yeah, ha ha ha. Good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star of the show. Was? Past tense? Oh, yes. He was great as the bearded samurai.
That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who could blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over at my security station. I check them every day before I'm going home, I do.
Okay, shit, let me examine that real quick. Yeah. The computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
Alright, shit. An overhead map of the studios. Right in here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. There's no clues here. What am I? Oh. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Okay. Okay, I guess I had a October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Examine. Oh, yeah, I did. Let's see. Coca-Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Well, wait, look! Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Funny. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean it up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Me too, I guess. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick! You know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? That's fair. Fair enough. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Oh, shit. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick! Let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir? What do you mean, find? You never know. They might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon for crying out loud. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must have been neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Alright, then let's go into the dressing room. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap in here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Examine. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. My bad, my bad. Ooh, bag. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee key card. That must be Powers'. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Key card added to the court record. There are some regular suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Damn, got him. Anyway, they always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. No, I don't. I'm trying to look at the mannequin. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. Okay. I don't think there's anything else other... Oh, tea set. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Apparently a lot. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Alright, so I think we explored enough. Then let's go to the main gate. Do I have anything to talk to you about? No. Alright, cool. And then we're gonna go to outside Studio 1. I don't have anything to talk to you about. So we're gonna move, not... Hey, detective! Take a look at this! What was that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't show him that. He'll confiscate it. Oh, I just wanted to show it off. Okay, never mind then. Move. Wait, maybe I need to go back to the detention center? Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning. Right. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. I have to ask him about that photograph. Oh well, let's try again later. Alright, let's go back then. Move to outside. Talk.
Yep. How? How do I get her or him to tell me about what kind of evidence? Where that photo? The photo's still in her eye. What? Who took that? See the camera up there? What do you mean with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, it automatically takes a photo of them. Oh no, Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. Hold on. Let's go back to the employee area. Maybe there's something I missed? Because I have everything here. I have everything here. Why is it so fucking silent? Oh, I guess I didn't finish. I wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. Oh, nothing. Okay, well, that's that. There's nothing else for me to examine. What am I... Alright, interesting. What's going on, Nick? Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room, but now there's a photo of him going to the studio. Don't look at me, how should I know? What do you think? That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here. Well, that's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves. But if it is Powers that is in that photo, his alibi is shot. Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place, and there's a photograph to prove it. I guess it makes sense that the person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have had gone to the scene other than Powers? Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone? One thing's for sure, if there are any clues, they'll be in that studio. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, that, I just think to himself, these things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left of here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day. What's that? Wait, you giving it to me? Absolutely not. Okay. What's that? You giving it to me? Absolutely not. Okay, well, I'm trying to fucking... How? Who's here? Detective Gumshoe, what's down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that's way it's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Okay, that's it. The entrance to Studio 1. This is Studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this keycard we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting her crime scene. Well, sayonara, sucker. Anyway, took us a while. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick?
That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. The steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Well, let's examine. A ladder. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Me too. My god. They outlined where Jackhammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect the spear would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of the black and white boards they clap at the start of the filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Oh, well, there. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Oh. Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Sorry, that male voice you heard earlier was in fact my diaphragm. Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people? WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Talk. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on the staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio hasn't been doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. The morning went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Power were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room... Oh, the employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Hey, we have someone that confirms he did go to the dressing room. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? Well, what kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait,
if someone had to have come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. This helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, they must have seen them. Alright, chill. Alright, we'll come back to investigate later. Outside, move, skate. October 16th, main gate.
What? You still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
Want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were watching the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One.
Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouth with no tomorrow, saying the other thing, well, I was younger when I was telling respect your elders. Shame on you used today for even employees. Grah!
She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the security guard station. Please enter the number of the security guard camera. ST1307. There! Entered! Hey! It printed out the data for that day. Let's see what he got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo shoot number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's one more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added to the thing. Hey, Nick! Can't we just use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, maybe you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Yes, we'll save my progress. Alrighty, let's get to it. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Ah, shit, Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant,
Mr. Willpowers killed the fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the God map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios there was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station is a gate, see? Past that gate are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the security guard station. Now, jump ahead later to that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Education brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Let's listen to it. Why not? I'm sorry, could you describe that one more time? I should have known it would be you, pal. Fine, once more for the mentally challenged lawyer. Ow! Yeah, live it up while you can, Gumshoe. To understand this case, it's important to see the layout of studios. The employee area, they did a run-through of action scenes during the morning there. Then the main gate, the security lady got there at 1 p.m. Then past the security station, there's a gate. Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people in here. Jack Hammer, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant, Penny. The production staff were in the employee area until noon, and then the victim goes to the studio. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, to jump ahead later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. And then, yep, there he is. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear was found lodged in his chest. That's the case in brief. No, we're gonna skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Samurai spear was added to the court case. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Wendy Oldbag, dearie.
Just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. When I was young, I was still an old bag. Children would still make fun of me. Believe it, there was a boy at the chess club. He called me an old bag and cried. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
You see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Witness account. Let's go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning.
Excuse me.
Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5 o'clock. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there at the studio. He was headed towards the studio.
Alright. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Right, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Well, how could she know that Powers was there? Yep. We're gonna present photo. Let me get this straight, old bag, Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, this is the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mr. Witness. He's having trouble calling your old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all of your information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has even left Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Alright, man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of those props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy.
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never say anything I don't mean. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle real bad. You can see that he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. What to press her on? Costume also looks a little low. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
Calm down. How do you know he sprained it? Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear. The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. What do I press her on? Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't even know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I don't really have anything to object with. Other than, like, how do you know it would have been him? Also, like, the costume is also, like, dragging. Like, the costume is dragging. It's supposed to be made fit for the person. I guess I would object to that. Hold it right there! We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We'll have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Again. Continued.
Alright. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true? The only person I saw go in the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, if no one else went into the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, I want to press her on the last thing. It was 2:30. Yeah, 2:30. So in the studio was Bill Powers, no one else was there. If I had, I would have seen them. Let's press her on his. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And then I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
If they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. That face. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Someone for you to look forward to, perhaps? Yes. Hold it. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quack, Sonny. No one's suspicious looking past by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. Listen. Or, you know what I mean. For that matter. How convenient. But, like, the one thing about this picture is that, like, the costume is dragging. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them. Wait, why does she knows? How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite quiet. Nobody is suspicious looking, right? What about before you got to the guard station? You moved for one. While everyone's in the employee area before then, I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? Witnesses answer that question. Anyone going through the business would have got passed by the witness. Even he doesn't like that. Okay. I don't know what to press her on. It's a person. No. The only person I saw go into the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If I had, I would have seen them. I pressed on everything, so I have to present something. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you want to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
And that very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo, printed in those words, October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know it means it was taken on 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit of an end where it says photo 2. That's right. Photo 2. The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only 1 data from one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
And the witness explained this to the court.
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? But believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Himph! Some help you are, you whippersnapper. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
God damn, man. I see. Your testimony, please? The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos.
Hold on. Am I glitching out? Just to wonder myself. Okay. So I don't know if I'm glitching out. Making sure for myself. Okay, I'm not glitching out. I just thought to check of that now. Just so that I'm not like having to... alright.
I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, could you please cross-examination? Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Alright. Well, let's press her about... Alright. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell just by looking at their faces, for the most part.
But for the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will's Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Well, where's that one photo? Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased?
Humph, a fanboy.
A fanboy?
The Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. One was there that day.
Well, wait a second. Didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in? Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they all come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and? They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day?
One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg, and the other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a boy to wield the young samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, but they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Oops. The October 18th. Mr. Powers? Yes. Yes. I forgot his fucking... Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the
No. I didn't go to the studio. I'm trying to not do a country accent for all of them. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone who'd want to steal a samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't shy like that. I don't know what his voice was. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? That assistant girl, I guess. It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and by doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. You're saying the Steel Samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, uh-oh. Bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and poor Hammer were doing a run-through, and oh me. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. Didn't know she didn't know about Powers' ankle. Damn. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look at the Steel Samurai with that costume, but she couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. Ugh. That kind of takes the legs out from under the case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. nobody knows the trouble I've seen. May we move on, Mr. Wright? Grah, the fight isn't over yet. If you would, Mr. Honor, give him a chance, please. Who's the person other? Oh, well. It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Bah! Are you seriously suggesting the boy didn't, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. And for one thing, the murder weapon was the steel samurai. Would you care to explain just how the boy would have obtained it from him? Maybe that was a dumb move on my part. Maybe? Maybe? How about absolutely, Nick? Fine. I didn't wanna... Alright, fine, it's her. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The steel samurai was dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
Order. Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. It's still deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. It only took me 3 tries. Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection or some kind of new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this a whole new way? Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But, why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said, 2nd or 3rd grade, wasn't it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Is it be nice to the kids and be mean till your Elder's Day? Whippersnapper?
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Take that! Your Honor! The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy... What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woo! We did it.
Wait a second! I'm not just gonna sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking.
Oh no. Oh great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what was this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My God, I want to go to bed soon. My lips were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? Now they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not gonna let them get away scot-free.
But Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court till now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Alright. Why would Global Studios want to keep you? So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
There were some other people at the studios the day of the murder. Okay, then who were they? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producers, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you took a look at the guide map, there it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but let's continue. Why not? So they were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting him getting away scot-free. Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old windbag, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through without their action scene in front of them? Of course. So where were these people? He joined... Where? Oh, the Studio 2 trailer. There's Studio 2 trailer. There it is. You can go through the way. I think I've asked all my questions. Hold on. Objection. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? My bad. Yeah, I guess I'd take a break. So you were told not to talk?
That's right.
Big serious TV, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Who are these people? I don't have anything else. Studio 2 trailer. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there are others at Global Studios on the day in the question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings of the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. Court is adjourned. Alright. There was nothing else for me to, like, try and decipher. October 18th, 104, lobby number 3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really? It's nothing. Grin. Or should I? Well, I'll be going to the studios to do some more... I'll be going to the studios to do some more investigating. We'll have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. Now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be in the bad guy for a bit to take pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor Old Windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. To be continued. Saving content. Yes. Alright. I don't think we've even played for that long. My bad. Wrong one. No, go back. Nope, I'm back on watch. That's not where I wanted. I know we haven't played as long, but I think it's a good idea to end it here. Because I get to explain to Patty, if he's not here, the workings of this fucking game. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. Sorry for a short one. I have to get ready for school anyways. But I hope you guys did have a good time, and I shall talk to y'all soon. Bye!